Merge 104.8, classic from the 80s, it's Blondie and Call Me. If you like songs like that, listen out to Gary King's going to be back on your radio this coming Thursday with Totally 80s. 3 hours of, well, not 3 hours, 2 hours. I've just extended the show by an hour. 2 hours of the best songs from the best decade, in my opinion, ever.
Let's hear it! Muscat Youth Summit 2011.
So Muscat Youth Summit is coming up between the 4th and the 7th of December. It's going to be taking place at the Millennium Resort out in Masana. Lots of exciting events are going to be happening over the 3 days. Joined in the studio with us this morning is Abeer Al Jasim. Good morning, Abeer.
Good morning, Chris.
You're the General Manager of Knowledge Horizon.
Absolutely.
What does that involve? Tell us a little bit about your job and your background.
First of all, please excuse my voice today.
It sounds fabulous.
Thank you for your motivational words. Knowledge Horizon, in simple words, they bridge the gap between a human being and knowledge. And we do that through different initiatives, different programs, and different activities. It can be e-learning, it can be coaching and mentoring, or customizing and developing specific programs to cater for specific audiences.
Okay.
Part one of our main focus, basically youth, and we have worked on different initiatives, not in Oman though, in our different offices in different countries, developing leadership programs for youth from the age between 10 to 18 years old.
Hence the reason why you're involved with the Muscat Youth Summit, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah. And because everyone understands and everyone do agree with me, I think, on this part, youth, basically the main driver for any economic growth. And I think from my personal view, I can see youth presenting any country's identity.
Of course, they're the future of any country, realistically,
right.
So you have to embrace them.
And in the future, I think countries' competitive edge will be how skilled are their basically youth, and therefore everyone knows they are very important. And
well, not just how skilled their youth are, it's how, it's how their youth is developed and how much backing they get from their country and other societies and other businesses as well, like, such as yourself.
Yeah, and how do they face future challenges too? It's a mindset really, rather than just education or training.
Okay. Well, Bria, thank you very much. I'm going to play a song, and then in a second we'll talk to you about some of the things, some of the programs you've got involved for this year's Muscat Youth Summer. Does that sound all right?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Good stuff.
Muscat Youth Summit 2011. Investing in tomorrow. Merge 104.8. Let's hear it! Muscat Youth Summit 2011.
So it's great having Abeer Al Jasim in with us from Knowledge Horizon, the General Manager. We've talked about your background, Abeer, and also just very quickly recap on why it's important for a company like Knowledge Horizon to be involved with Muscat Youth Summit this year.
Since we are into training and development of people, I think that's... I know very well the Youth Summit's objective is not to train youth, but to get them to think about certain concepts that's going to help them in the future. And
think for themselves, basically, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, honestly speaking, we are just facilitators. We are not teaching in the Youth Summit. It's a very engaging sessions and workshops. I mean, all the workshops throughout the whole summit. So that's, I think, the competitive edge of the summit itself. It's all about engaging, sharing ideas, opinions, and therefore it's excellent. It's nothing to do with lecturing, teaching.
Now, can you tell us a little bit about your workshop for this year's event? What are you going to be talking about?
This year, the theme is, for the first day, is about social entrepreneurship. And we as an organization, the focus to start with and the objective of the workshop is to give the participants the opportunity to explore social entrepreneurship and the power it gives youth over the way things are done, are produced.
Okay.
And from that, we have to make sure whatever we do is aligned with the workshop objectives and the outcome. We have divided the workshop into 2 phases. The first phase, the participants will be discussing in groups, working on games and activities to explore what is social entrepreneurship, differentiate the social entrepreneurship and charity work.
Also, to make it fun interaction as well.
Absolutely, yeah. And the second part of the workshop, it will engage the participants to work on projects, and each group will have to create an idea about a social entrepreneurship project that solves any problem in the society or environment problem. And at the end, they have to present it. We will have to vote and select the best idea.
Brilliant.
So it's going to be fun. I don't want to talk more about the workshop.
You don't want to give too much away. Yeah.
Surprises.
I'm not asking you to give too. I just want to get an insight, just a rough idea as to what we can expect. Because I'm really looking forward to this. I mean, I love things like this. I mean, it's like this is something in the future I would personally. It's an ideal job, what I personally would love to be involved with. Just bringing on the youth of today for the future of tomorrow. I think it's excellent, and it's a great idea. Now, how do you think we can get more young people thinking about setting up their own businesses? What do you think? What would you personally advise Abeer on this?
I think, Chris, first of all, entrepreneurship is a behavior and knowledge. And entrepreneurs are change makers. Any change maker will have to drive change, and the main drive for any change maker is their values. And values are mainly driven or mainly drive behavior of every person or every individual.
Okay.
And therefore, to get youth to think about entrepreneurship, it has to start at an early age. So we have to spread that as a culture. It's a cultural activity, more than a subject that has to be taught at an early age. And to set their value system, and to understand exactly what is entrepreneurship and its importance.
Very true, yeah.
And if you look at even the characteristics of an entrepreneur, they have to be visionaries, passionate about their work, they're willing to change certain things in the society.
I guess they have to have an understanding of every aspect of their work as well, true?
Absolutely. And therefore I said entrepreneurship is behavior and knowledge as well.
Okay.
Because with knowledge you tend to make mistakes, but the most important things you have to learn from your mistakes and don't repeat them again. I don't mean, when I said knowledge, I don't mean the knowledge that you just need to understand about starting your own business, but it's learning from your mistakes, because it's a major problem entrepreneurs face.
We all learn from our mistakes. I mean, that's how we become better. That's what makes us stronger for the future.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, well, your website, www.knowledgehorizon.com, we can find out more about your company and what you do and initiatives and everything else like that.
Yep.
Abeer, thank you very much for joining us this morning. It's been fascinating, and I look forward to seeing you between the 4th and the 7th at this year's Muscat Youth Summit out in Millennium.
Thank you very much,
Millennium
Chris.
Resort. All right, take care.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Muscat Youth Summit 2011. Investing in tomorrow. Merge 104.8.